Well, welcome back to Project Zomboid. I'm no longer in the hardware store. Just to recap last episode, we did get scratched in a little bit of a tuffle downtown. And then we made our way over to the hardware store where I promised I would just look around briefly and just go about the place so I would be able to make things a little faster. Okay, so now you see that we have a dirty bandage, and on top of that we have a new bleed. Well, they broke in. The zombies, true to form, broke into my to the hardware store, my little hideout. While I was, oh my god, just like this lady. There's no respect for these. No respect. They don't have any concern for public space or personal space, I should say. And this might be the one because we started losing health like really quickly, but really quickly. So I think I might be infected now. Although the first one seemed to be okay. So these bastards, they got me. You bastards. Oh, run away. I was trying to do the door control thing where you just let a few in at a time. And that's what got me in the end, wasn't quite able to hold them all off. Is that all you? And there are just a lot of zombies, which is what you'd expect downtown. I mean, no surprise. See, look at all these guys. They're just still pouring in. I don't know how they heard me, to be totally honest. So if I think we're going to be zombified, what I'll do is I'll run back to a home and maybe I'll lock myself in the door so that tortoise power can come in and save me. Well, not save me, I guess. Bring me to eternal rest. There are so many of them. Okay, it appears to be that. I want to kind of corner myself just so I can see in all directions at the same time. We have a lot of zombies here. More keys. Sad thing is, it doesn't look like there's any way to get the keys off. Okay, there is. So I'm going to have to put all the keys that we got. I wasn't able to do that with Tortugas. I was kind of interested in taking all his. Ooh, a pistol. I'll take that. So, probably time to change our bandages, and we might have to rip up some more sheets. Because we probably have like a ton of dirty bandages right now. See, these dirty rags. Well, just toss them out here. Let's eat a whole banana, just because pain and healing and all that. Hopefully that helps. So we will heal a little bit faster. But we're, I mean, there's a decent chance that we're a zombie. It's like you're flipping a coin twice, and if it comes up heads both times, you become a zombie. Any other combination and you're okay, but that's still not, I mean, it's very easy for a coin to come up heads on 2 flips in a row. So, well, we don't just sit around on our laurels waiting to become a zombie or find out we're not a zombie. We might as well just keep pushing through here. I'm going to keep eating a lot of food. I think that that's the best way to deal with this infection, is to just make sure we're very, very well fed. Especially for the fresh food like this, I'm going to just keep it on my personal inventory. And I think this is great stuff. But all over here we should have lots of food we can eat. And we can cut up this watermelon with our kitchen knife, but I don't think any of these other things are as appealing as a food. Okay, here's another apple. We'll take that. And a strawberry. So, I mean, this food is just going to go bad eventually. I don't know if this is refrigerated. It is not, I don't think, because otherwise it would have this blue outline behind it. You've probably seen by this point the little blue outline that things get when they're refrigerated. See the blue there? So, I'll take the orange too. Hell, I mean, we got a lot of food, but I'm going to, anytime this is not in the green, I'm going to make sure that we eat more food. So, let's keep our health regeneration up as high as possible. And it looks like they have actually just broken the door down. And this is what happened. I was overrun here. These guys don't even notice me. So I was trying to kill them here, and I was overrun. So I retreated back down this hallway. Looks like we got one of them. There might be some over here as well. I should probably kill this guy first. So I retreated down this hallway. You can see the blood splatters here. I tried to hold them off. I tried to do the trick where I shut the door. But I think from here, yeah, I was just too far away from that position, I guess. I can see now. I needed to be like, oh my god, that was close. That was really close. Okay, yeah, things are not going well, are they? We got more. Jeez, holy cow. They just don't end. It's the apocalypse. What was I expecting? So a very intense beginning to this episode. Let's just go ahead and jump on out here so we can hit them one at a time as they come on out. Let's make sure I'm not also getting tracked by other zombies. This is the danger of downtown. I mean, it's not a surprising thing. When you go downtown, you have to be extremely ready for a fight. I would just be very loath for us to become a zombie before firing a single shell. So maybe if we realize we're getting zombified, we'll go ahead and take a gun with us or something, and hopefully try to do the zombies in that way. This frying pan has served us long and well, though. That's nice. Oh my god, I've got two. They're both dirty now. I hear them. I hear ya. So maybe one reason why it's so easy for them to find me right now is because I am bleeding. And I have no bandages? Okay, we'll rip something up very quickly. It looks like my frying pan is broken. It is. Okay, well, let's just run away. We are bleeding right now, which is no bueno. Very no bueno. No bueno. So let's rip up this vest. Now, come on. Oh god, there's a lot of stuff going on here. Can we do it in time? Looks like it's gonna make it just at the buzzer. Okay, now we need a new weapon. And again, I shouldn't be too shy about using a good weapon, just because we may not survive. We might as well use the best thing we have. And we need to change this bandage as well. Let's remove this bandage. So you cannot be moving and remove it. Let's go up to the dead bodies up here. I need to drop off a bunch of our dirty rags after I remove this anyway. Okay, let me just take a view of these guys. Remove this bandage. We'll drop them both off. Okay, I see this lady coming. It's alright. Down for the count. Is she dead? Okay, I guess so, but... Alright, well they're coming over here. We're still scratched and bleeding. We need to take care of that very quickly. Probably a good idea for us to wander back over here. Hopefully we kind of lured all of them out. Hard to see, unfortunately, with this... Okay, hopefully that gave him the slip. I think it has. Of course not. Oh! Gave all of them the slip except for one. Okay, well let's just bandage. I did give them bloodhound smell, which is exactly the reason why I did it. To make it so that bleeding is a very bad thing, which, you know, true to form, it would be. I think with zombies, they would just smell you and be like, okay, yeah, that's definitely somebody bleeding. A big hiking bag. All right, well, we are set. We'd have both of the big bags we want. One thing that would be nice to get, let's just make sure we keep eating a lot of food. No, I don't want to be slightly. I want to be completely fed. Okay, then just eat half this apple as well, which should take us up. Nope. Okay, we'll eat the rest of the apple then. I don't care. Food is less important than healing right now. Now, I didn't have much time to look through here. Plenty of hammers. The main thing you'd be looking for here is definitely an axe. I'm sure that one of these has an axe for us. Saws are important for cutting timber and for a lot of crafting things. I better make sure we use control to sneak here. Fishing rods is if you want to get into the fishing business, which is, I've never actually done it. Oh, okay, that's not true. I did it very briefly, but... Oh, I saw an axe. I saw an axe. Where did I see it? I saw it. I swear I saw an axe. I'm not crazy. There it is. Okay. Oh boy, that's not good. Queasy. Now, I think we do have hypochondriacs, so this could be a false sign, but it just as equally could be the real deal, because we have been scratched twice. So let's go down here. Let's dump off some of our dirty rags here. We have plenty of rip sheets still, and I'm going to... Okay, I think... So we have... Probably it's time for us to go back home. Let's just continue eating everything on our person. Just to make sure we have that fed bonus. It's just a bummer that I mistimed the door, and that's all it took, man. I'm actually going to take this, I don't want to get hit here, but I want to take this bell pepper. That's actually good to add to your, you know, whatever food type stuff you're doing. Okay. Slight panic, queasy, and what is that? Pain. Okay, yeah. Wow. That zombie flew backwards. Okay, Okay, she has a key. Good, we'll take that. Wow, 2 hits. Only 2 hits to kill that one. I think they're knocking on this door. Is that true? It is. Hello, sir. The store is closed, but, well, I mean, I'll make a special exception just for you. Man, if only Tortoise was around, this wouldn't have happened. I was considering a multiplayer series on this as well. I have a friend who also plays this game, and we kind of goofed around with the idea of recording a multiplayer session. However, the first hour of the recording that we were thinking about doing was just spent trying to find each other, and that's probably not the most entertaining of content. Let's see, another orange here. Probably time to change our bandages. These things, man, they're just so quick. Get dirty so fast. And that should help a little bit. We have extreme panic. I don't know why. We're actually okay. So aside from the possible zombification thing, now I need to make sure that I am a hypochondriac. Hemophobic, weak stomach, hypochondriac. Yeah, so this could, hopefully, is giving us false symptoms. It runs in the power family, the Tortuga turtle. Turtle has always been known as a bit of a hypochondriac, trying to get attention when he wasn't really sick. Although, why you would be a hypochondriac? No, I guess it's the people who themselves sometimes think they're sick when they're not. So it's not necessarily a cry for attention. It could just be a personal, pessimistic viewpoint on the world, I guess. I was gonna talk about the Munchausen syndrome people, where they seek attention, but that's different from hypochondriacs. Pharma-hug. I kind of do want to get in there. I don't know. We could take some vitamins and stuff like that. We probably have some of those things back at the homestead, the Tortuga homestead. Is this actually something on the ground? No, okay. Kind of looks like it, but it's all lies. So we have cleared zombies out in the around the neighborhood. Oh gosh, please do not have seen me. It looks like they have, or at least some of them. But yes, there are still plenty of zombies in this area. Let's go ahead and try to wiggle through the woods here. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There it is. Alright, very good. And a new zombie horde has moved in. Great. All our hard work. Alright, time for us to get some more food in us. We are eating like mad. Just like crazy. I don't know any other way of reducing the pain other than taking painkillers, which we probably have. Yeah, I think we have. Probably. We also want to go ahead and dump this stuff on the ground real fast. And I want to unequip my normal hiking bag. And I'm going to equip my big hiking bag as a secondary. So, now we want to take this off the ground. Oh, well, we can just grab it this way, I guess. So we'll put that in the big hiking bag now. I do also like to name each hiking bag something special. So right now they're like this, but if you can rename it, like which one? Okay, one of them has 10.6, the other one on my back, or in my hand is 3.26. Yeah, this is the one, so I want to rename this. I like to just put a exclamation mark S for secondary, and then I rename this one, which I guess we can just rename directly like this. I'm going to rename this with an exclamation mark, just so it appears at the top of my list always, B for back. There it is. So B for back, S for secondary. So those are my 2 bags. Just to keep things organized, I'm a bit of an organization nut. All right, so we should be getting tired too. I don't think we've slept yet. I won't go through my organization system again. Luckily, I think once was enough. But we probably have to fill our water bottle. Fill water bottle. I'll just drink once more for good measure, and we'll start eating any other food we have. Okay, beta blockers reduces panic. That's not what I want right at this moment. We could start cooking some stuff. We have a kitchen knife, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't really set this place up, but do we have such a thing as a cooking? I mean, I gotta start eating some stuff, so let's just go... Oh, it's raining outside. Alright, well, you know what? This is not a bad time for us to examine the crafting options. And note what I'm going to do is actually pause the game while we're in the crafting screen, so you can see right here, game is paused. That way we can take our time, we don't have to worry about time passing. I also do this, just as a note, it's F2 or F3, are the F3 is to run normal time and F2 is to pause. You can also do this while you're looking through things. So now game is paused, but I can actually look through all of these and I can set up how I would like to switch things around. So for example, if I don't know which of these two drawers is which, unfortunately, but I'm assuming this is the one under the sink and this is the one underneath the microwave. If I want, I can just take all the stuff in here and move it over to here. And this all I'm doing, I'm organizing while the game is paused. You can choose any kind of organization you want without worrying about time. You make the game essentially turn-based for a moment. Then when you unpause, the game actually responds to your requests. So I was right that was underneath, and now this is all the stuff went underneath the sink now. So I have this open drawer, I could put whatever I want in here. Actually, what I wanted to do is put the bell pepper in the fridge, which is what makes sense to me. The worm is for fishing, and we don't have a use for it quite yet. Let's just take a look at these guns. Yeah, one of these is better than the other for sure. And I'm a little bit weird. Oh wow, they actually have gun attachments. So this cannon is laser, and the scope is red dot on this one. That's pretty cool. I don't know what cannon stands for. I've never seen that kind of terminology with pistol modifications. Having a red dot scope makes sense. I mean, it's probably not something you would normally put on a pistol, but I understand what they're saying. I don't know what this means. So, and I don't see any difference between damage or range based on the scope or anything, so there's no better help there. Okay, well, I want to make some food, so that's what we're going to do now. We're going to start crafting. Yay, crafting. You can't hit F2 when this screen is actually pulled up. You have to hit pause itself, but you can do that. So let's go over to cooking. We can build a pan of roasted vegetables. And we can place... Oh, great. We can place steak in that as well, or pork chop, and then we can cook it. Let's go ahead and do this. Like, why not? So we can put pork chop, eggplant, and bell pepper in a meal. So let's add ingredient. And now I actually have to unpause. We're grabbing all the stuff. It'll take it from your surrounding environment. So we want to take this and continue to add stuff. So we already put pork chop in there. Let's add some eggplant. Then let's add some bell pepper. Very good. And we could add more pork chop. Let's add some steak, I guess. This is a delicious pork chop and steak. Who doesn't put pork chop and steak together? I mean, everyone, right? We'll double up the pork chop because we still have pork chop. And we'll double up the steak because we still have room, and we'll add the steak. Very good. So that is a full pan now. We'll shut this door just in case somebody tries to come in while we're cooking. How rude that would be. And I think the best thing to do with this would be to cook it. It'll say uncooked. So we'll go ahead and put it in the oven, turn the oven on, and we'll just kind of watch that and see how fast it cooks. So if you rest your cursor, this is turning from black background to red background now. That means it's starting to heat up. And it's cooking. And we can see the fifth line down there is cooking. Slowly going to turn from, well, the bar will slowly fill from just gray, and the green will progress to all the way green. Looks like it's going to take a while. So in the meantime, I want to eat something else. Let's go ahead and run next door to any of these places. Oh, got some zombies. I didn't mean to attract their attention. But I am going to go in here and attract their attention. Oh, the god, we have zombies on both sides. I'm going to eat these carrots. I need something. Okay, we're well fed. How do I do this? We're going to sneak out. I'm gonna run for it. Ah, we did it. Oh my gosh, the zombies are moving in big time. And we gotta get back to the house because I left the oven on. If we aren't quick enough, we could potentially start a fire. It's really not what I want. A lot of zombies moved in, damn. What a shame. Alright, well, I think we should be okay to enter our house. I don't think anybody's following us. Kind of pay attention. Oh, we got 2 here. I think I'm gonna have to kill them. I am now getting wet, which is not good for my healing process, I think. We'll probably have to change our bandages anyway. Alright, this person had a lot... Oh, this is Tortuga Power. Hey, get off Tortuga Power. That's very disrespectful. It's my dead brother. Alright, how's this doing? Oh my gosh, there's a huge thing out there. So it's still cooking. Oh my gosh, we gotta sneak over here and shut this door. Look at the whole zombie horde moved over there. My goodness. Well, this house has gone from safe to unsafe in like 3 seconds. Oh my gosh. All I want is to make food, people. Just let me make some food. Nauseous, pain. Yeah, we'll probably have to leave this house, but I don't have the ability. I'm just going to dump this in here for now. These dirty rags. And it's probably time for us to change our... Whoops. Probably time for us to change our rags as well. It is. I'm going to do it one at a time. I think this is probably the better way of doing it so we don't bleed all over the place. Especially with all the zombies around. It's. I'm imagining it's better to avoid bleeding for even a little bit. And hopefully these... I am a slow healer. It's something I routinely pick in order to get more points. And this is where it's a disadvantage, you know? It's, obviously, it's a negative trait for a reason. I think it's still worth it because if you can get enough food, you're in good shape. But how's this doing? It's still cooking. Look at the hunger, though. The good news is, if we have enough plates, we haven't collected plates, have we? Or bowls or anything. I think it's bowls. Okay, let's go ahead and brave the elements for a moment. We want to get some plates or bowls so we can break up the vegetable tray into different servings. And this is pretty darn dangerous, considering. I think we can sneak in here just fine, though. How are we doing? Yeah, we don't have any new traits quite yet. Alright, let's see. Is there any bowls or plates here? Take the trash bag, because you can use that for collecting water later, but otherwise there's nothing else of use here. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, let's eat the orange while we're waiting. And I'll take these things back to put them in the fridge that I want to use, even though technically the entire place is overrun. So, even without the respawn mechanics, this is what happens. Zombies just, they move. They do shift over time. So, it's just how things go. We could die any second now, by the way, if our zombification is real. Okay, is this done? Just a little bit longer. I hope that we don't need to cut it up. I mean, I know with soup you need a bunch of bowls, empty mugs and stuff like that. Did they get rid of the bowls and stuff? Maybe they thought it was tedious, which, to be honest, it was. But I can tell just by looking at this, going to cooking. Nope, bowls of rice, bowls, bowls, bowls. But it doesn't look like you can do anything with vegetable platters. You can't put them on a plate. Yeah, I don't see anything. I only see ways to interact with bowls. And bread slices to make sandwiches, of course. That sounds delicious. I'm actually getting hungry just playing this game. How are we doing here? We cooked yet? We're so close to cooked. I'm going to turn this off the moment we're done, and then... That looks good, man. Pork chop and steak and bell peppers, and... I'm not a huge fan of eggplant, but I don't mind it. There, it's... Turn it off. Put it into our inventory, because that wouldn't, you know, hurt. Let it cool off for a second. Why is it that the boredom and unhappiness remains? I'm confused about that. But let's eat a quarter of this, which probably should be, like, really healthy. Yeah, we're very well fed just by eating a quarter of that, which doesn't surprise me. Alright, well, we have our well-fed thing way up, which is going to help. Let's see how our bandages are doing. They're doing well. How many fresh bandages do we have? Only 2 ripped sheeps remain. Alright, I want to do something just out of respect. I owe it to Tortuga not to leave a dead body on his corpse. Let's hope I grabbed the right one. Oh, okay, I didn't, but we'll just bury him over here then, out of respect. Can we drop the body now? unequip, please, right here would be nice. I'm sorry, brother. And I'm not going to worry about moving those, but I do need to re-equip this as my secondary. We can see exclamation mark S for secondary. Equip this in my primary. Did I get it? I did. Good. And now I think we have to go find another place to call our home for the night because this looks pretty overrun. And the good news is we were able to get some food we can take with us and eat. Plenty of it, really. Let's go ahead and drink a little bit more water. Alright, so we're very well fed. Are now just down to well fed, which should help with this. It's already dirty, damn it anyhow. I need to rip up another sheet, that's what I was going to do. So let's just take her skirt. That's kind of disrespectful, I know, but... Okay, let's take her blouse. I don't know if that's any less respectful, but let's rip this into sheets. Okay, and now we have to change our bandages. Put her back to the wall here, so we don't get caught. And now we're not bleeding, at least. We're just scratched. So still bandaging it is helpful, but it's much worse if you're bleeding. That's when the zombies are going to be like, yeah, dinner. So we'll leave this lady with part of her ripped blouse. So that's the only way I can apologize for having to take off her shirt. And that's probably what we'll call it to a close. So I do want to get more into the crafting. That's my goal, actually, is to get into the crafting ASAP. And now that you've seen the way I man my fortress with all my organization of stuff, now that you've seen that, what I'll probably do is... I think I'm going to do this. Actually, wow, the zombies are everywhere. I'm going to have to relocate all this stuff. But finding a new place to sleep is actually going to be interesting, so I want to do that on camera. So maybe what I'll do is I'll start packing up some of the essentials, or maybe I'll start killing some of the zombies around here off camera. We've seen enough of that, right? And then on the next episode, we will begin our migration somewhere else where hopefully it's a little more peaceful, and maybe I honestly think we should take Tortuga's body with us. It's only fair to give him a proper burial when all this settles down. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode. Stay tuned for more in the next, and until then, take care.